throw her hand in. So I have something here for value. This is her elbow. All right, so I need to do these trees and things. So for the trees, what I'm going to do to make them look real to the photo is when you look at the photo that has the lighter trees, you'll see a bunch of different shades of grays. Each tree has its own shade of gray. And there are some trunks and there is some grass here. So I'm just going to do, that's a HB tree, using the HB. And I'm just going to put a couple in that are that dark, just here and there. Do some over here, maybe this one. And I'm really just making this up. I'm not doing exactly what the photo has at all. You don't want to evenly space them. Some can be close, some can be further away. Okay. And then I'll do a darker. I'm going to do a 4B for some of these pine trees. And I'll make them come a little higher up. And these are just lines. I'm just doing lines. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. All right, and then I have the trunk. Then the trees further back have trunks that start higher up. They don't match this one, they go higher up. The further the tree is, the trunk's gonna be higher up. So I'm just doing some odd trunks. They don't have to be exact because these aren't going to be detailed. They're very far away. Do a dark one in between there. And I'm going to keep some darkness, some even medium tones. And there are some trees that are like feathery on top. So I'm just like, just touching it down and making dots here and there. And my underneath of the dots are going to be a little darker because it's a little shaded. That's all I'm going to do with that. Then I have some that are like darker underneath, like if you think of a sphere, and it's like lighter on top and some spots. I'm just making different forms. So like right here, I have what could be 3 different trees. I have this, and I have this. And then this tree is going to be closer because the stump is further down. So I'll do a pine tree there. Grab my darkest one, which is my 7B, and just get some dark spots within that. Now I'm just doing some lighter, less detailed things. Tree line, some tree stumps. This is going to be in back of these, so I'm just darkening that. And I'll still go back so you can see what this looks like. And I might fuzz all this out with my blending brush so it's even less detailed, because it's the background and it's not going to be as sharp as what her skin and what this dock will be. Because the further away something is in a landscape, you don't see as much texture. I'm not looking at the picture here. I'm just making some different shapes. Some trunks. And then maybe I'll just do this dark, like a silhouette. You could do that for the whole thing if you're not comfortable like trying to make trees that are far away. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, and let me see what you guys are looking at in my drawing. Okay, so because these are far away, because these trees are far away, now I'm just gonna take a paintbrush and I'm just really just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm pounding the brush down to soften them up. I'm going to put some darker ones here because I feel like I don't have enough there. And in my photograph, it's very dark around her body. So I need to go much darker with this. That's the front of the tube. Go dark with this. You know what? Maybe I'll just do the silhouette of the trees. Because this is the first drawing I'm doing with you, so that might be easier. I'll keep some trunk, but I'm really going to just take this softer pencil, which right here is a 7B that I'm using. If you have a 2B or a number 2 pencil, you could just, now I'm using the 2B, and you could just go over it with more layers to get darker areas. I'm not pushing harder. I'm just doing more layers of that pencil. All right, make this darker. Do some odd things that come up at different heights. Okay. Just random shapes, random darkness, some tips, some trunks that, remember, they're different heights. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I have to have this dark area here that should match about the darkness here, so it looks like the same background. Okay, so then we have this grass area between the water and the tree. So let me back up my drawing, and that just looks like a medium gray. So what shall I use? I'm just going to use the H pencil. And if you have the 2B, here I'll do it with the 2B. If you have a number 2 pencil, you're just going to make this so softly. I'm touching. Like that, all the way across. Whatever you do, it has to go all the way across so it's realistic. And where the horizon meets the water is going to be straight. So how can you get a straight line? You could turn your pad You can use a ruler if you want to, or what I do, let me see if you don't have a ruler on you, you can put your hand so it's fixed on the edge. Hold your pencil still in one spot. So I'm going to make the land a little bit deeper than it might be. So the important thing is my paper is going to be straight with the pad. My pencil isn't moving, and I'm just going to put it where I want it. I think I'll go about here. And I'm moving my whole arm. I'm keeping my finger fixed. Gonna lift up where her skin is. So now my land is gonna go through that piling thing. Okay, so that's my line, and it's pretty straight. Where is it? It's really big now. Where I hopped over her body, I feel like I messed it up. Maybe I should have used a ruler. All right. So now I'm just going to fill that in so it's the same darkness. I should have used a ruler. I should just erase this and use a ruler and show you how to do it with a ruler. Or anything straight. Take anything straight. Make sure it's straight with your paper. That's why a ruler would work better, because you could line the edge up. Or you could just use a folded piece of paper. Your paper has a nice edge to it. I'm gonna fold this to make it flatten this down, and now I have a nice straight edge, and I could line up this with the edge of the paper. Okay, I went too far down on this side, so I'm just going to erase some of this so that can be my water again. Now I'm going to move this up where I want it. All right. And the land, is going to be, I'm seeing that it's darker here and it gets lighter as it goes up. So I'm going to do this horizon line. And then I'm going to keep this paper there and work with the side of my pencil and just kind of darken in this bottom edge of this land. And it doesn't have to be smooth and even. Some of it can be down toward the bottom, but then it goes up into grasses. So I'm doing the bottom part dark and just like lifting my pencil as it goes up. I'm not going dark here because I want some separation between this grass and that darkness. So just do this all the way across, random. Okay. All right. So there's some cool grass. And when I look at the grass, some of the white grass goes up into the tree line. So to do that, I can't draw white. I could erase white with this, but I want an even thinner white grass. So I'm going to take my dark pencil and move back down. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to go down with my dark pencil in between things too. And I'm like pushing down with the pencil and then bringing it up as I go. And then I'm just going to smooth this out so I don't see these lines on the dark part. So I'll be getting a bunch of this. A few lines going down and then blending it here. And I could even use a darker pencil. A 7B is the darkest I have. To make some of this darkness in here. I'll just turn this into its own little tree. All right, so go ahead and go all the way down this tree line, just making lines like that. And they don't have to be straight. You could have some that are kind of curved. I'm pushing different, like some of these I'm barely touching, and some of them I'm pushing darker. All right, so I'm just going to do that all the way down. Go ahead and do that. This goes down a little further. Okay. Don't even know what I did here. Okay.